Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hulk. I'm back in the long dark. We're on day 66 of the road to 500. And it's not really great weather. So, we're going to take a nap. Let's see how we feel in a little bit. Well, I'd say we definitely got more energy, and we're going to get soaking wet, but I'm going to take a walk. My thinking is I'd rather just get out of here. I kind of feel like this is going to take 2 trips. Possibly. I want to get to Desolation. I want to see what's up there. And bring back what I can. I'm not overly loaded up on this trip, but I'm a decent amount. We're at 70, just under, well, we'll just call it 70 pounds. So not quite 30 pounds of carry weight. Seems like a lot, but it depends on what you find and pick up and what you want to bring back. But this is a pilgrim run. Here, let me put the auto walk on. There we go. And I thought for my first time doing 500 days, why not do it this way? There's a lot of things in pilgrim mode that I enjoy, so here we are. And it gives me a long time to deal with the loot too, you know. I know that it's going to be a lot of loot. I'm going to do, I've decided to do 2 other playthroughs. One with the stalker loot settings and one with the interloper loot settings. Do some comparisons. I guess I would do the stalker. I mean, I kind of have a stalker one going now that I could use, and that I'm actually enjoying quite a bit. So I'll probably just go back to that one, and then whenever the interloper signal tail comes to PlayStation 4, we're on it. I feel like that's something I want to include. I'm also curious if I need to start a new playthrough every single time they add something new in. So it'll be interesting to see whenever the next DLC download, whatever comes out. Yeah, the snow is relentless today, but kind of knew it would be. Got a bear. My carcass harvesting is getting up there. I'm gonna top that out here real soon. I think what I was thinking when I was getting back, I was like, man, I need some stuff. I just need to start thinking about long term. Now, one of the things I would have liked to change, like if I was playing this in custom mode, it was making it get colder over time. So it'd make the use of skins a bit more necessary. I do have a fixed up, nice spare expedition coat, and there's a couple of crap ones up at the summit in Timberwolf. I think I could possibly get back up there. I think I'll be alright with just a spare. It's not like I'm going to be, like, suffering for cloth or anything. Anyway, I thought, you know, why not start with, like, the luxury sedan. The XL instead of the XLT, right? Come on, let's give ourselves a little boosh. Curious, I would assume this area would have a ton of oak trees. It's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, crumbling highway in its... It reminds me of the transfer areas a lot. The new transfer areas. So, I mean, yeah, we got water and whatnot, but I always kind of figured, you know. So we'll see. I haven't seen any yet. Don't really want to do too much here. This is more something I'd rather explore. A bit more on the way back. Particularly since I didn't start with a full, you know, bit of fatigue. We got a lot of burn down wrecks here. Let's see what's in the basement. Just cut a light on real quick. Here. Oh, I should have filled up. Scrap metal, like a paint can. No. Yes. Let's see. Nothing there. Yep. There we go. Bit of wood, any good clothing?
I think I can use this.
Not bad if you were looking for those, you know. There. Alright. You know, I always think, sometimes I want to say, oh, well, there wasn't much there, but... There was a good pair of socks. There was a flare. Let's see what this note says. Not much. Again, I don't want to get too caught up in looting. This area. Just kind of focus on getting through it. It's been a minute. You know, I do this every time and I'm always like, is this right? Can I just walk the road or not? I don't know. I always think so. But yeah, it definitely reminds me of the transfer areas, but it doesn't really have any acorns that I can see. But again, I don't really plan to get too tricky with it. Yeah, it seems like a great place, doesn't it, for acorns? Kind of a lost opportunity in my personal opinion. That's why it's personal. I'm backpack. Oh, wait. So a match, wolf fighter, firewood. I'm happy. That's a nice little stash right there. And a book. The funny thing is, I'm reading a carcass harvesting book, and I'm pretty close to the end here. Is that coal? It's coal. Hey, buddy. You know, so I don't know. Maybe I can knock it out with books. I feel like I pretty much always do this wrong. Definitely a snowy day. Can I sneak in here? Yes, I can. What up, buddy? Again, things to deal with on the way out. I'm already tired. It's snowing like crazy, and you know I'm headed to a place called Desolation Point. I don't think I should fool around too much. A couple of used mushrooms, not too bad, just in case. Even in beast mode, you might need some raised teeth. You just never know. There we go. It's open for a flare.
This'll come in handy.
Let's put those down so I can see them hopefully on the way out. I'm doing. Let's go. Time to get to the cave here. Get a little squishy. I don't remember this one being too difficult. I think it's left, but yeah. Look for a little bit of coal. There you go. Grab a couple pieces as we go through. You can forage where we're going, but I don't really need to right now. I haven't even made the arrows that I made all the arrowheads for yet, so.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Take that, but we definitely have some time, right? Here in a couple months at least. We'll use you on the way back. Something to think about.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of leather either, so we'll hang that out there to grab later. Skip a cup of coal just to keep myself warm on the way back, just in case. I've been known to make a poor choice on occasion. There's probably plenty on this end, right? Well, I'll give me one more. Tons of it. Bullets? No. There's scrap, spare lamp.
Take it.
We'll leave it. Grab that. There you go. And see how I feel about it on the way back. I only took one flare, that's good. And we'll grab you. Okay.
I think I can use this.
Yeah. Not today. Take that leather. Good old Desolation Point. You know, it is what it is. There's a, like I said, there's a forge here. There's a chance for some good loot here. I'm really pretty well set, but if I really want to start kind of trying to bring this stuff to where it's gonna make a difference, well, I need to get on it. So I felt like, you know, plus again, you know, depending on the amount of loot that I do find here, I might make 2 shreps, but I'd rather not. I feel like the trickiest thing would be if I found a rifle here. I really haven't found too many in this playthrough. I found 2 so far, which I've definitely been around a bit at this point. And definitely feels a bit unusual to me. We're going to hit this little hidden spot back here first and just get it out of the way. The place is called Desolation Point. It's not exactly the best place for weather. Katie's secluded corner. What you got for me, Katie? Anything good today? Some buns, some firewood. We'll grab the fire. Lots of buns. More firewood. Can. Carcass. Let's grab these feathers, though. Feather. Oh. And the arrow will take down. Alright, well, alright. It is what it is. Let's go. This way. I think I can get back this way. My crampons on. Right, I made the improvised crampons. I really thought it was a huge, great thing. You can quote me on that if you want. It'll probably be famous one day, so I mean, you should get on that. But I'm just saying, huge, great thing. Oh, it was great. Definitely helped me, and it's going to help any player that wants to do, you know, random starts. Because instead of trying to figure out how to get to Ash Canyon, you can just climb up there. Yeah, I ran out of juice. My bad. Alright. Can I get one? Yes! Hit the deer. Uno, dos. Come here.
This'll come in handy.
Gonna definitely have to do some smithing to get to level 5. Hold up. How's it going? It's going well. I'm doing good. Killing deer. Well, killing wolves anyway. Actually, I'm doing my first 500 days in pilgrim mode. And just trying to gather as much junk as I can. How you been? How you doing? What you playing right now? Now, I want to get a couple of these going. I think I'm going to do this one for a bit more. I want to get it up to like 100 days. And then I've got another one going and like interloper loot. And I was thinking about doing an almost true interloper, I guess. Yeah, especially when I'm on day 66. It should be pretty decent. Like I said, it's the first time I'm trying to do it. So I picked the easiest mode to enjoy it, I suppose. Prototype 2, nice. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Conan Exiles and The Long Dark. I was goofing around with 7 Days for a while. But a lot I like Conan. Medieval Dynasty. You know what I was thinking about? I was hoping I needed crafting again. what was it? Green Hell just had an update. I'm not sure exactly what they did, but I don't know. This game's a lot of fun, and they're introducing, some new things, but
But nobody
I
needs
do
this
miss
anymore.
making stuff. Any good matches? A gun kit. It's a life sim, survival crafting, and resource management. Yeah, see, I'm looking for something a bit more complicated. I need a bit more, I think. I really like Green Hell. I really like the building in it. And I haven't played it since they added like a whole bunch of like tree houses. I believe you can build better on water now. And just certain mechanics I think are fleshed out. Ooh, matches. Wait. A little bit better, so from what I've heard. I definitely know there's, like I said, tree houses, and you can build on water now, and they give you a ton of other stuff. But like, yeah, I like building in that game.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
I made a 3-story Gilligan Island, palm paradise. Combat boots, gonna leave them there. Is that a fishing hook though? Oh yeah. But I really like the hunting survival aspect of that game. There's a ton of things that can just break you. Like in this game, I don't really understand the whole, what's it called? I always forget what it's called. Going crazy because you don't sleep outside sometimes. But the sanity in Green Hell it's great. When you really start to go crazy and you have to fight like imaginary bad guys. You're wasting your arrows. Ooh, sewing book. Yeah. In that game, I think the sanity is great. I saw a couple videos when it first came out, and I knew it was going to be a bit of a train wreck, so I didn't really want to judge. And I figured, just like all games these days, like, let me know when it's like 2 hot fixes in. I did like the idea of having, like, although I know people love to make fun of this dude, Kelvin or Kelvian or whatever his name is. Having a helper. And then I think there's actually a second character in Sons of the Forest that you can use as a like someone to go out and gather materials. That's what I was kind of liking. That's what I was liking about the Conan update. You can use these golems they're giving you for gathering. Where's that drawer? Where's this thing? Yeah, here we go. Nope. Nope. Alright. Useful, but not right now. Oh, I got stacked matches. These. I mean, I probably won't be back here for this clothing. I gotta be honest, but I'm gonna shove it in there anyway. Got these matches. Out the door. But I just don't, you know. It's hard for me to jump on any kind of like new game. I'm just too bitter and old, man. The world done got me down. I don't know what to say. I've gotten cranky and old. Like, it needs to be out for a few months. Even like stuff I trust. I've just got trust issues. I can't. I just don't buy anything brand new anymore. I can't do it. I'm also putting a few bucks aside. I want to get a PS5. It's time. It's just like the games are starting to get a little more complicated than I can do. Yeah. I mean, it's like, alright, I dropped 70 bucks. I get to play it like day one. That's dope. But like, it's broken. You know, maybe I can glitch through something and get something cool. But like, probably not. It's probably just like, instant death because you walked into a bumper of the car, a la Fallout 4, you know. So, yeah. Even when a new update comes out, I'm really some kind of sketch now sometimes to just go right in. Because it's like, they gotta fix the two broken things before they get to the good stuff. Oh, it is nasty. I'm gonna skip the church, I think. And hit that on the way back. I am too. Here's the issue that I have. I'm a big PS4 player, and I think that it handles a lot. I do have to be able, you know, I'm glad I have the library that I can manage. Because there's games I take out and put back in on occasion and move stuff around. I'm not dissatisfied with it. The only thing is that I have a couple games I'm starting to think, and it's just the way the games are today, where they're constantly growing. You know, it's not Mario 2 and Mario 3. It's 7 Days to Die that's never been completed. You know, it's Call of the Wild that just is adding updates and deleting things and adding things to their maps and changing things. And so on certain games, like I said, Call of the Wild for me in particular is one of my favorite games, and it's getting a little heavy for the PlayStation 4. Now a game like this, oh my god, like I would love to play this on PlayStation 4 forever. I just want to be that kind of fangirl, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, oh, I love it. Like, it looks so good. It's always been great. And I don't really think because of the way it's built that's going to change over time. But there are games like Conan Exiles. I mean, I gave up on Ark, but if I was still playing Ark, you know, there's certain games where, like, the next evolution is going to the next consoles. And it just happens. I hate to see it. I mean, old gamer here, but, like, you know, one day you have to scrap the Nintendo for the Super Nintendo. And then we went GameCube. You know, and, like, I'm a holdout, man. I try so hard to hold out as long as possible. I really do. I'm miserly. A penny pincher, whatever you call it. But, like, also, I mean, I just enjoy my systems, man. I mean, right now, I'll tell you a little thing about pizza. I've got a GameCube. What is it? A Nintendo 64. A Nintendo. I don't have a Super Nintendo. I have a Sega Genesis. PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. I have two PlayStation 4s for two accounts. Oops. Uh, and I've got two PlayStation 2s in the box. One is completely unopened.
I need to find a place to rest.
I love my systems. He said, why do you have two and one is unopened? Because I had to open one and smell it. It smelled so good. Smelled like young pizza. It kind of sounds weird, doesn't it? Alright. Creep over here. Where's that dude? Little meat wouldn't hurt. Wow, he did his circuit. He's gone. Pop in here and get the save. That's a walk. That was kind of poking in the back of my mind. I was like, nah. I don't have a PS1. I'm so jelly, man. Yeah. Nah. I lost that in a breakup. But to be fair, she had purchased like the majority of the games, so I was like, all right. All right. What am I gonna do with a PlayStation with 3 games? And you got 40 games and no PlayStation, so compromise even in the end of a relationship, it matters. Oh, you got me beat for sure. I've got, man, I probably got a couple. I got a couple. Let's just go. I can't decide between 200 and 300. I'd say probably about 250 PlayStation 2. I got a bunch of GameCube. The problem, and well, I got a bunch of GameCube, but I got a ton of Nintendo 64. Like I've got a actual Apple box, and not like Apple the company, but like a box that Apples come in from like a grocery store, full of 64 games. So I'd say that's probably the most. The PlayStation 2, probably the most, and then the 64. PlayStation 3, I've got a ton. I've got like a CD folder full somewhere. But that was in that gap period where you could kind of switch over. Things were going on lines. 90s childhood. Listen. I remember the 90s. It was like in my late teens and early 20s. Gimme. I played all those, yeah. GameCube is bomb. Graphics are dope, and like, man, it just had a feel to it. Like everything that you played on there was so fun. I played what was Luigi's Mansion? Oh man. Like such a goofy little game, but I remember getting creeped out. Yeah. a good chunk of my life for sure. No, I've been kind of fortunate and have like managed to date and marry gamers. So that's a happy bonus. So I never had to like not include gaming in just like my daily life. Pikmin is crazy. That was my brother's favorite game. He lost it, man. No, I played a lot of game systems. I'll tell you a fun game. Gosh, man, this would have been like 90 something, like 92.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I was living in Colorado, and they had the Sega Game Network. And if you had a Sega, you could hook it up through your cable system and like get like 30 rotating games a month. And I thought that was the craziest thing I'd ever lucked into in my life. But I started playing this game called Road Rash, and they had them all. They had Road Rash 1, 2, and 3, and oh man, I think that's when I'd been playing a lot of games. I'd always played games and stuff, but like that game changed my life. I was like, because it was so competitive too, you know. That's one where you get to play with your buddies and just go for it. Yeah, I love that game. And then that one, and probably a game called GoldenEye on the 64. And there was another one on the 64 I loved, Turok. Yeah, kind of brought me back into gaming, because I'm I'm more like an 80s kid, so video games for me were like arcades, you know, and consoles sort of had to be pushed back into my brain, or pushed into my brain. But I love tossing the little guys around in Pikmin. Like I said, my brother was a nut for that game. He loved that game so much. I miss the old split screen for sure. Yeah, the old split screen, and like even the quad screen, which was kind of crap. It was still kind of fun to have everybody in the same room looking at the same screen. Was, yeah. I think a lot of people have good memories from that. Whether it's racing games or good old fighting games. Oh, I love cooking level 5. I'm just a monster. Just eat and drink anything. Here's some old fish. I don't even need to eat it. Ah, asterisks. You're full. You're good. You're set. I miss all that stuff. My brother is a good bit younger than I am, but we It was an old game. I don't even remember what system it was on. It's called Battletoads. And I think that's one of the first games where like I really enjoyed like you had to work together to make it happen. It was super hard and like the end was impossible. Like I don't think we ever
It's
finished
getting
it. But
dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
I just remember loving that, being able to share something because before that, I mean, they had like I said, it was arcade games. You chunked quarters in and you tried to stay on the game as long as possible before you lost and some other kid took your spot. So not only was it not like sharing is caring, it was competitive. Don't I need to get this quarter as much as I can, get up this quarter, and then like you need to stay away. I hate you. And I just gaming is it's in a weird place right now. Like I feel like it's kind of weird because like that worst part of it seems to be getting like crushed a little bit finally, and by the community, not necessarily by the developers. And so hopefully we can get to a fun point again where people are playing together and like you said, split screen. I love that, man. I just remember me and my brother, me and my friends sitting in the same room, just going to town, slugging Mountain Dew and eating Doritos and garbage and getting sick and just having a blast. And like everybody was there. So is this another tower? Wait a minute.
I'll lay down right here. I thought I'd have to wake up again.
I knew there were more. Dang it. Yep. You sneaky jerks. Alright. Well, hey, Brick, so much thank you for joining me. I gotta run to the store real quick because I just realized here in Virginia the store is about to close. Yeah. And if I don't go there, I don't get what I want, which makes me sad. But sun's going down here, so it kind of relates, I suppose. But anyway, it was nice talking to you, man. Come and catch up with me anytime. I appreciate it so much. And I mean, look at this beautiful sunset. Stupid excited about that. Looks great. Oh my gosh, bro. You're a trooper. Thank you for talking to me more than ever, man. Because I know you're dragging. So that's really cool. Thank you so much. Hey, be good. Have a good night. I'm out of here. I gotta hit the store. It's only, like I said, it's like 9-ish here. So, yeah, you crushed it, bud. Alright, y'all be good to each other. Take care.